Hey, what's going on with y'all? Fellas, ladies, what's good? Man, got a little bit of a story to share here. A little acid trip story. Not promoting drugs and acid and shit like that, whatever. If you don't want to do it, then don't fucking do it. If you want to do it, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to tell you if you want to explore or find out. That was my idea, was to find out. You know what I'm saying? My idea was I took when I was 28, 29 now. It was just last year. It was actually like a year ago from the day. Um, I decided to do some Sid, right? And I was told like it's like legend has it type of thing. It was like, acid. You don't have to find acid. Acid to find you. Acid found me. Very profoundly too. I was going to go do a fucking deal, right? Where I had to go drop off some fucking some weed to somebody, and I went to go drop off some weed to him, and for the weed I gave, gave that person, she gave me acid. I gave her like more weed, and gave her like some bonus shit on the side, and she was like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. She's like, yo, here's some acid, bro. I'm just like, oh shit. She was a black hippie chick, right? So I took the shit. I was like, I'll take that motherfucker right there. Since you just giving it out, I've been looking for Sid for it. Boy, it was hard to find that shit in Arizona at the time. Like, hard. I couldn't come across no good acid. Like, they got a lot of good shit out there, but I couldn't find acid. But acid found me. So I felt like there was no reason not to take it. I thought about it for a day. I didn't take it right away. It was too late anyway. It was like midnight. What the fuck am I gonna do until transition to the next day? That'd be fucking whack. So I decided to take it the next day. I had the shit. I think I had it in the freezer. I don't know what I did with it. I put it somewhere. I think I kept it fresh somewhere so it wouldn't get all fucked up. I heard that's something I read about, and it was wrapped up in some aluminum foil. Took the acid, put it on my tongue, and let it sit there. I was like, let me go take care of everything I need to take care of before I get fucked up and I can't take care of the shit. So I was like, I'm gonna go to the store real quick, around the corner store. I'm gonna get like any drink I need. You know what I'm saying? If I need any smokes or some shit like that. I don't think I was smoking at the time, no cigarettes or no shit. I might need a blunts. But the thing is, I ain't had no fucking weed, man. I was fucking pissed. I was supposed to get some weed, and weed, man, ain't come through, man. That's like the worst kind of shit that can happen when you taking acid. I needed some weed, man, to balance the shit. In case the shit went down, I need to go back up. You know what I'm saying? I needed the weed for that shit, dog. Couldn't get the weed, though. So, went there, grabbed some drinks, came back. Matter of fact, it kicked in when I went to the store. Very quickly, actually. It actually kicked in, like, very fast. I'd say, like, the fucking 45 minutes, maybe 30, 45 minutes. Like, and that's kind of rare for the first time taking acid. Usually it'll give you problems. When you fuck around any hallucinogen the first time you take it, you, like, that's when mistakes happen. Like, when I took 16 pills of Corseidin the first time when I was fucking 16, like a dumbass. Or 14. Took 16, and because I couldn't get high off at 11. Even though I didn't give it no time to kick in. Not enough. And I ended up getting real fucked up. That shit is, to my opinion, like stronger than acid sometimes. I've had someone else agree with me with that as well. Not gonna make that a statement, but that's my opinion. Cause I've fucking tripped on some DXM before badly. That shit is very psychological. So is acid. It has its psychological things to it, man. That's what I think. So it started kicking in the store. It got real bright in there. I just started smiling from ear to ear, yo. Just happy as a motherfucker. Had my Ronald McDonald smile on. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like in there just cheesing. I was like, hey, how you doing today? I was all happy. He's like, I'm doing good, man. I was like, that's fucking fantastic. You know what I'm saying? I hope the rest of your day keeps going good and you progress and everything goes well. And he's just like, okay, yeah, you have a good one, sir. I'm like, hey, always gonna have a good one. I'm all like extra happy about nothing. And, I didn't feel no bright lights or nothing like that yet, but I kind of felt a little bit like, kind of hot, actually. It was a little bit chilly outside, and I started feeling hot. Like, I took my jacket off, like, damn, I was getting a little bit warm inside, but it felt good. It wasn't like I was overly, but I felt a little bit warm and shit. I went back to the house, and I was like, okay, I'm bored. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this bores me. I must go outside. And it was very beautiful outside. Now, when I took the acid, it was about, like, 4:30 to 5 in the evening. Some people told me it was probably better to take it in the afternoon, like transition into evening or the night. Some people said it's better to take it like morning and then transition to like evening. But that sounds like a personal preference to me. I probably should have went with the daytime thing, but you can still have a bad trip in the daytime. It don't fucking matter. As if you're not in the right mindset. Plus, you might need a fucking a sober buddy around or somebody to do that shit with. Cause I didn't. I'll get to that in a second. So I'm gonna go outside. I started taking a walk or whatever and whatnot. So I had my music on. That's why I put my music on. I want to listen to music. I started bumping music and I was like, banging some pretty, some dope shit. Everything was cool, just chilling, relaxing, listening to music, doing my thing. And the music was sounding kind of cool. It was like extra loud. And then I'm walking. Now it was Christmas time, and I wanted to see the lights. I was like, I think that would be nice to see those blue, red, green lights and shit, just all glowing in my face. That was my idea. So my idea plan worked out. I started walking through the neighborhood. It was a suburban neighborhood in Arizona I was walking through. And I just wanted to look at the lights there. I wasn't even living there, but I wanted to walk through there. And I was like, damn, this is fucking pretty. Everything was beaming in my eyes. Now, it was fucking fun at first. It kind of got a little bit annoying. If your eyes are sensitive to light, you might want to think about doing that shit twice. You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be a lot of that to your fucking eyes. Everything is right there. It just shines and glows like a diamond or something like that. Just blinking in your eyes. Every color was doing that shit. Like, I was looking to the Christmas lights were doing that, right? And they were just beaming at me. I was like, damn, it was actually pretty and shit for that first hour of walking. And I walked back. And as I started walking back, I saw this guy. He was riding on a bicycle. And this is the only time I saw something that actually, like, I hallucinated and saw something that completely, obviously wasn't happening. The guy that was on a bike, he had this little bullshit tweaker bike. He's just running his little horn. He beeped his horn. And his horn was like, it sounded like an actual car horn. Like a motorcycle, like, you know what I'm saying? It sounded just like a motorcycle. But it was actually just a fucking mechanical fucking little bike, a tweaker bike. The motor on the shit. It was whack. But it looked like a motorcycle. And I saw that dude, I can't think of his name, man. The motherfucker with the flaming head and shit like that. There was that motherfucker, yo. Yeah, I can't think of his name right now. It might come to me, but you know what I'm talking about, the superhero. I can't even think of that shit, but damn, that makes me mad. But yeah, I thought it was him. He had flaming head and shit like that, flames coming out of his fucking skull. And I looked at this shit, I was like, holy shit, he was all brightened up and shit. And then like I looked at him, like when he turned around, he looked at me from behind, and I saw him, like his face went to normal, like it was. He just had some fucked up clown hair, like he didn't comb his hair and shit, but his hair looked like flames. And, like, his whole face, like, he just looked back, and the motorcycle was just a tweaker bike, man. It was this dope motorcycle that wasn't even a motorcycle. It was just a little tweaker bike with a motor on that shit. I was like, I'm tripping, yo. That was funny and shit. That's when things was cool. Walked back, seen the lights again. They beaming in my face. Suddenly, these circles start to appear in my fucking face. Like, they're, like, circles like that. And it just stuck there, like, in my vision. Like, I can't. It's just like snowflakes of fucking like of some bright ass light, like almost like traffic lights or something like that. They were like blue, like really like a misty kind of color, yellow. It was like reflecting off of the lights I was seeing. It was crazy, and I couldn't stop seeing that color. I couldn't stop seeing spots. And I'm like, yo, this is fucked up, yo. When is this gonna stop doing this bullshit? And I wasn't annoyed, but I was more annoyed than I was. I wasn't scared. I was in the right mindset. So everything was good. My mindset was in the right place. So I'm walking down and shit like that. I start, going through this like the long way everywhere around. I just wanted to take a long walk. Like 3 hours and 4 hours. I was walking the whole time, just looking at shit. And there was like, there was a car going off. Your ears, man, you start to hear shit like extra loud. Somebody's car was going off, right? And I kept like, and it was just going, and I'm like, shit, man. I'm like, somebody please turn that fucking noise down. Because it was like, I can hear that shit really loud. And I was like, and I kept talking about it. Like, I wouldn't stop thinking about it. I was like, man, someone should do something about that. I'm like, I was dead serious. I was like, man, somebody should actually go out there and do something about that. They need to go do something. Like, someone's car is going off. They need to go in there and turn off the fucking lights. You know what I'm saying? Fucking put the keys in the car and turn on that goddamn horn because I'm sick of hearing it. And I was dead ass serious about that shit. It was bothering me. I was like walking in the street, and I'm like blocks away, and I can still hear this car like it's right next to me. And I'm like, motherfucker, someone ain't messed with the car. They wouldn't turn it off. It just kept going on and fucking on. And I finally got away from that shit. Like, how many blocks down the street? I don't know. Until I finally didn't really hear it no more. I think I did hear it go. Doot, doot. Someone finally turned it off from all the way down there and shit. You get the extra super hearing and shit. You know, no bullshit. You know, that happens. That's my experience when I had it with it. So as I experienced more through the rest of the night, you know, it's probably like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night now. I started to get bored. Like I told you, I seen a bunch of lights and shit like that. There was more traffic lights that were beaming in my eyes. That shit was killing me. The red lights on the traffic looked like a fucking infrared. It was bothering the shit out of me. So I was like, man, this is whack. I tried calling a bunch of my friends. I was calling people. I was like, yo, man, we should hang out. I was bored. You know what I'm saying? I was like, we should do something, man. I want to go do some shit. Like, go explore the world. You got some bud? He's like, nah, I ain't got no bud till Monday. I'm like, man, fuck everyone. Call my own. You got some bud? Nah, I ain't got no bud. I'm like, damn, I ain't got no bud. I ain't got nobody to hang out with. Man, this fucking sucks. And that changed my mood from being high. So I wasn't high anymore. It like blew my high. Because I was so fucking bored. It blew my high, right? But did it. So I went home and I went in my room. Which room felt like I was sitting in that shit. It just felt like it was bigger than it was. Like this big globe. Like, and I'm just like, I felt like I was looking up at my room like it was bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was weird. I actually, I went on YouTube. I was actually pretty normal. I felt high, but not really. I made a video of the aftermath, talking shit about it. I never released it. I deleted that shit. It's gone. But I made a video of the aftermath, talking about that shit just for myself, to kind of watch myself. And I was like, yeah, it was alright. You know, it wasn't that crazy. Blah, blah. You know, blah, blah. So I stopped the video. Shortly after that, about an hour later, I went to go lay down. It was like, I think I was 8 hours in. I didn't really feel anything. I was actually kind of feeling tired, believe it or not. So I went to go lay down, and that was a big mistake. You don't try to sleep on acid. Some people, I guess, they have done it before, but it can be bad. You can have nightmares, basically it's a reality nightmare that you're seeing in this acid trip, LSD. So I had a wall in my room, right? I had a junior bedroom apartment, and it just didn't have a door. It was just a wall but no door. I live by myself. I didn't give a fuck, right? So I'm sitting in my room in the bed, and the living room, is out there, and the door's out there, right? Straight ahead. Somebody, what I thought was somebody, was banging on the door, and I'm just relaxing, laying down. The lights are off, and they weren't full; they were just dim. And I had the covers on and shut down. All I heard was banging on the door, and I woke up and a little bit of a nervous sound. I was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is barking? Who the fuck's knocking like that? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, so I heard that shit and I laid back down, and all of a sudden I heard and kicked down the door, had a chainsaw, and then the wall cane was it was falling down, the wall it was going like that, and it looked like it was about to fucking fall down for real. It was just like that, and then all of a sudden I heard that chainsaw loud as I don't know fucking what. It sounded really loud, and I was like, wow, man. And I got up and I fucking ran to the closet. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I didn't have no protection, nothing on me. I wasn't expecting nobody to kick in my door with a chainsaw. Neighborhood was pretty nice at the time. It just got worse. It got bad and shit like that. So I had nothing to worry about, fucking triple locks and shit on the door, and I'm like, it felt fucking for real. I felt like someone kicked in the door, and really I heard a chainsaw go off, revving that shit. It was like, wow. It was some goddamn, some Leatherface, Tony Montana type shit. Scarface, man, when he took his brother, he's like, not a leg, huh? He's in there with the joint, you know what I'm saying? You gonna give me the money or not? And just killed that motherfucker with a chainsaw. I thought that was about to be my destination. You know what I'm saying? You gonna give me the rest of the acid or not? No, I don't have any more acid, man. Wrong answer. And that was scary, man. That noise, though. That noise is what got me. And to this day, I flashback that situation right there in the room with the chainsaw and the door feeling like I flashback that. I haven't done it in a long time, but it's definitely something that does weigh on my mind every now and then. But when you have a flashback, it's very vivid. You actually like see that moment again. It feels like you just really saw it again, and it does something to you. Like, oh shit, that was a scary moment. I was actually a little bit terrified. That was actually terror. It wasn't like I was screaming and no shit, but I felt like my heart was fucking nervous. I thought someone was gonna come in there, kill me with a chainsaw. You know what I'm saying? So I ran in the closet, and then I looked back out there. And of course, no one was there. The wall was back up. And the wall didn't even all the way fall. I mean, it just went like that, and then kind of just went back. But it was just it happened so quickly. It was crazy. And it really felt real. I thought that was actually about to happen. who would have known psychologically a year later, I would come in contact with somebody who was known for holding a chainsaw. Obviously, I wasn't, I didn't have the Tony Montana scene happen to me, but that's some fucking crazy shit. So psychologically, I felt like something I was seeing when I was high was something that was telling me something for the future. Something did similar like that happen. Sounds unbelievable, but believe it. You ever seen Ripley's? Like I wouldn't lie to you, man. There was one hallucination. I had an auditory hallucination one time with some dogs. There was these dogs, and I used to always walk by. I love those dogs. I walk by them, they be bark. They used to bark, but when they see me, they run up to me like because they like me so much. They're like, "Oh shit, hey, it's you." And then I would go pet them every now and then. And I hated the owners. This little lady out there, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, who wasn't taking care of responsibilities and wasn't showing no love to those dogs. Was going like leave them outside all day in the fucking Arizona heat. I don't like that shit. And these dogs got fur on there, you know what I'm saying? They got like this, it's just like, it's hot. Like, bring them in the house. And I've seen them outside at nighttime barking like 2, 3 in the morning, like, yo, bring the fucking dogs in the house, and they be gone. So y'all not gonna leave the dogs in the house while y'all gone at least. Like, that's just my thing, but that's fucked up, man. So the dogs was talking to me. I swear I heard them talking. They're just barking, but the barks would sound like they were saying shit to me. I don't remember what it was, but I just remember kept saying, don't worry, I'll be back. They're like, yo, come back, and blah, blah, just say hello, and just come on. I'm like, damn, man, if dogs can actually talk like that, that'd be fucking annoying, man, because they some begging ass. If a dog could talk, it'd be like, hey, please, can I get some? Can I get some food? Can I get some food? Can I get some, take me outside. Annoying as hell, right? That's what it felt like. Shit's fucking crazy, man. So those are the things that happened and I saw, and that was the one situation where I feel like I was fucking scared. After that, there was no going to sleep. I immediately woke up and I wasn't tired anymore. And when I tried to lay down, it reminded me that I was high again. And it came out of nowhere. That shit came out of nowhere. I wasn't feeling anything. All of a sudden, it snuck up and happened. I was fucking, I was a little bit nervous about that. And if you want to say that's a moment of terror, I felt that in a bad trip on acid. But it did start off good. I didn't like it too much. I thought the lights things was for my eyes is too much. But I was handling it fine until that bullshit happened. And that shit actually felt real because people have a lot of stories, man. You can listen to anyone's acid trip stories. They got a lot of great stories out there. And they can tell you a lot of shit like that. But psychologically, some of the shit that happened to them during their trip, I guarantee you somehow it came full circle later on in real life. It can be a year later. Life's funny like that. Things happen like that. Coincidences. I don't believe in coincidence, but I do believe in things being like almost very much similar. And history can almost like kind of repeat itself in a sense. Anyway, I'm going to sign out here. You know what I'm saying? I take it easy out there. That's my little bad acid trip story for y'all.